Okay, I'm doing a Fubu stock analysis, and so challenged by Big Sexy for Fort Mill all the way to Concord. We're gonna go this big style. Fort Mill. So we're gonna do another video, and I really do gotta learn how to like this. I don't think this is as risky, but it's fluctuating right now because it's gone up. It was once. I'm just going to short term and try to make some back what that short profits I lost. So we'll see. I'm going to do an analysis of there. I need to balance out. But so we're doing a series of articles. Don't really pay attention to all the articles because they all contradict each other, honestly. Fubu stock should be your long shot bet, but don't go all in. The speculative investor should not give up on Fubu stock despite dropping 13% in the past month. Was it right on all stocks? No. I folded around with a couple penny stocks, which was dumb. But we're going to correct that, and I'll make back what I lost. Whatever I lost, I will make up. I will. Probably won't be today, but it might be a while. But anyways, the thing about streaming is, I just don't really think that you're really going to, lose a lot. You're not going to go wrong with streaming. Streaming is in. So they report quarterly 2021 results tomorrow. Has been under pressure since early February. Analysts expect revenue of $1.38 million and a loss of 46 cents. Probably I'm going to tell you don't buy a lot of this. It's going to be a while until it's really honestly, the stock I sold off on, probably it's going to take a while for it to be profitable. They're just really starting to get going. But, I mean, we had this discussion with Big Sexy 2 or 3 years ago. He said, don't buy Roku. And I said, I'm sorry, but Roku is going to be good. And it is. It's $500 now. In fact, the pros don't see profits until at least 2023 or later. In January 2020, argued that Roku stock was a screaming about $100. At the time, it was trading at $130. Several months earlier, trading at $84, so it would hit $2,200 by May 2024. And remember, if you don't remember what happened last year, let's go back to last year's timeline. It was a timeline which, it was a great year actually for me. Honestly, it was rocky. From the Clemson trip all the way down to the binge drinking to everything to just trying to deal with something that gave me a hard time to deal with. But one thing that was happening the way I should know this was the stock market. By late 2020, Roku was trading at $500. And boy, I mean, I hit some good times with the early this year and late last year with the Roku options. I'm at $1,500 on one. And boy, was it being conservative because it hit $200 by October 2020 and reached an all-time high of $486 by February 2021. That's why I don't really think this is really going to be... It might take a while for it to be profitable, but I don't think really you're going to lose a lot of money with this one. Streaming is here. Streaming is the future. Eventually, a lot of... Cable will probably always be around, but... For people who are millennials and people who are whatever, which I don't like that because it breaks down people from that, but for people of all the generations, streaming is in. Since then, it's struggled to buy, still above $300, but Roku will always be around. So now we go down to this, and Roku consistently increases its average hours streamed per account. Report its quarterly one results in 18.3 billion streaming hours. Fubu is going to be a while before they really become profitable. Fubu makes money from paid subscriptions and advertising. However, most of the revenue was from subscriptions, which accounted for 89%, while advertising made up the remaining 11%. In 2020, the total hours watched by Fubu TV users was 544.9 million, so they had a subscriber really increase of over 8.4%. Which is not going to be as high. Fubu is not established yet. They're not been around as long as Roku, and it's different. They're like a streaming device. Roku is more it's a little bit different. In December 2018, they said as long as the company Roku keep growing its active accounts and viewing hours of those active accounts, advertising revenue continue to grow. And honestly, that's what I'm gonna say. Just don't buy a lot of it. If I'm gonna do this stock, I might buy a couple, like 100 shares, but not. Don't sink all your money into it. Keep your portfolio balanced. I'm gonna do a couple other articles, but unlike them, I really don't see them sinking. I don't see them going bankrupt because it's a streaming device. But there is, with this stock, you're gonna have a lot of competition, and basically, they had 547,000 subscribers at the end of 2020, which is up from the next one. Oh my god. Yeah. They know who I am, alright. That's why I'm not delusional. Yeah, came to Charlotte looking for you to find me. Okay, Fubu original content, you say? The Bears might have a point in with lack of original content. I'm gonna raise my frame limit. Here's one from last month. The bull thesis on Fubu TV stock is at $200. And again, this could happen. It's streaming now. It would not surprise me if this. I don't see it going up to high. I can see it going back to $50 in a couple of months. Live TV streaming platform has been one of the largest, most polarizing battleground stocks for the past few months. On one side, you have Fubu stock bulls who believe Fubu TV is building its next generation interactive betting and streaming platform. On the other side, you have the Fubu stock short sellers who believe that Fubu TV is just a commercialized streaming platform is burning money on acquiring content with no real competitive advantage. But over the past week, as the scales have tilted in favor of the bull thesis, Fubu TV has taken some major steps to execute strongly on turning into a differentiated streaming platform with a compelling value prop. I believe we'll continue to execute strongly over the next few months. As the company does, the bear thesis will drown out and the bull thesis will come to life. Fubu subscriber revenue and profit numbers will soar so Fubu stock. The investment the implication is time to buy and hold Fubu stock for TV stock for the long haul. The long-term thesis on pretty simple. It boils down to this: is in the first inning of building next generation streaming platform where sports fans can interactively bet on micro events and sporting games on a real basis. And I'm going to watch this tonight to the point where I'm going to see and study it. Fast forward to 2025, your friend will send your accounts watching the Golden State Warriors basketball game through Fubu TV. Stephen Curry gets fouled and goes to the free throw line. Your friends take out your phones up at the Fubu TV app. That's the future right now, honestly. Not even 2025, it's 2021. Because the future is the future. So, right now, it's 2021, and we're already doing this. I've done this with YouTube TV and everything else. It may not be Fubu TV that fills the future, but someone will build the future. So it starts with content, and they got a lot of content because I've seen that. They got all the Cubs games, all the Yes Network, all the Braves games, all the whatever you want to. And plus, they have they're starting to get into sport betting and stuff. So I can see this going by $70 on the end of the year. But like I said, I just changed get like 100 shares of it. Don't put a lot of money into it. Honestly. Then we're going into numbers. Yeah, quarterly we're gonna do it. Net income, diluted EPS, but the revenues went up. Revenue was up 6,000%. Again, he's better at this. My buddy, Big Sexy, is better at this. Net change in hand. $4 million. Oh Lord, it's up 5,000%. Cash on hand is up 1,000%. I'm gonna learn how to about look at the 10Ks too and stuff. So quarterly 3 revenues are up. Cash in hand is up 444%. So it looks decent. Again, about a speculative position 100 shares. Don't bankrupt yourself. Fubu TV stock. Honestly, oh my god, that's pain. Never mind. It's Grace and Pain. Never mind. Something about Grace and Pain. And this is not talking about something on social media. Is when I hear somebody talking about something, I'm like, that's whoever it is. That's Georgia. That's quarterback. That's Dixon. That's whoever. That's not a social media really. That's whenever I'm hearing somebody talking about somebody. Ooh, that's pain. Fubu TV. Original content, you say? Oh my god. So basically, I'd say just buy some. Buy like 100 shares.